there folks, how are you doing? Welcome, I'm Paul from drivingmall.com and let's get you in my little holder. There you go. Welcome to the Rugby Chat pre-show. What I do here is quickly run through what happened at the weekend and also give you an idea as to what we'll talk about in the Rugby Chat Twitter chat that's coming up in 12 minutes. So first off, what do we have? We had the catch-up of the Europeans Champions Cup, which what I'm just going to quickly do. I should be able to tweet this out somehow. In these days I will learn how these things work. Nope. Okay, not clear. Okay. Hey, One Cup Chat. Thanks for joining. So welcome to the Rugby Chat pre-show, where I give you a quick overview as to what happened last week and weekend, and what we'll talk about in the Rugby Chat. So we had the catch-up of the European Champions Cup and Challenge Cup postponed games. A couple of crackers in there. Well, I mean, a couple weren't so crackers, but Clermont beat Bordeaux, Racing beat Glasgow. Stad had a player sent off eye gouging and still managed to beat Munster. I mean, what a Munster playing out there. Clearly there's something going wrong with them. And then a couple of good games, in particular Oyonnax Ulster, where Ulster got their selection wrong and in the first half got behind by 23 points and just clawed it back. So a 1 point win with their stars coming on in the second half. And then Toulon ground out a kicking duel with Bath just by 3 points. So that was a close one, especially with neither of those sides particularly going well by their own standards this season. Just the one game in the Challenge Cup, Pau hosting Castres, and Castres got the win there. In the Premiership, a couple of interesting games. So we had Exeter hosted Gloucester. Exeter ran out to a 19-0 lead in the first half, aided by the wind and also Gloucester's errors. So with a charge down and then someone not receiving a kick, leading to 2 of the tries. And then Gloucester in the second half got 10 points, with Exeter getting none. So definitely a game of two halves, a bit like the Oyonnax Ulster game. So there's quite a lot of that. We're talking about comebacks and whether the season's taking its toll. Oh yeah, going back to the Champions Cup, we'll also be talking about who's going to make it to the quarterfinals and how many Pro12 teams will make it there. Then we had the big upset of the weekend, Harlequins beating Saracens at home. Harlequins a decent side of the last few years, but last year got absolutely thumped at home by Saracens. Much improved this year with the physicality and the whole work ethic of the side. And managed to turn it around and win 29-23, helped by a tip tackle red from Saracens, definitely a red, and we'll see what happens there. A couple of sightings in that game, not sure. Horwell for his swinging arm, not sure about the other one though, why it was there. Our Tigers then beat North Saints, went out to a 21-point lead, and then let Saints back into it. So and then only winning at the death by a late penalty. So yeah, another comeback and a kind of game of two halves kind of style game going on there. Irish got an extremely important win over Falcons. Again, went out to a lead and Falcons came back. And then again, Wasps, Warriors went out to. That was definitely a theme of the weekend. Pro12, where there's only 3 games this weekend. Edinburgh beat Treviso, as you'd expect. Ospreys lost to Leinster at home, which so Leinster doing really badly in Europe, but seem to be doing quite well going well in Pro 12. The second, but they've got a game in hand, so they effectively top. And then Scarlets won a narrow one against Connacht. 2 sides that started the season really well, but now suffering with injuries. So that's what's been going on. I will put this summary up onto YouTube, where you can get it. Also, this morning I did a blab, which is a 4-screen chat with Debbie Knight, looking back at the Aviva Premiership. So you can catch that on YouTube, and also on Wednesday night UK time, 7 p.m. I will be doing a blab discussion about the EPS that gets announced that day. So join me for those, and see you on the Hash Rugby Chat.